It's your favorite South Florida realtor, Lutica Suarez, coming at you with a reaction to this new rule. If you looked at my first video, I kind of went into more detail, but now I'm just going to focus on the buyers. I am, this is going to be interesting with buyers because now buyers in certain situations will be responsible for their agent's commission. With that being said, I do think this presents an opportunity for buyers. I do think now you have to pay your agent. So that means you're probably going to be a little bit more careful in the home that you buy. I think that it gives you more negotiating power. I also think that people who are not so serious, now that you actually have to pay this representative for their professional time, tire kickers are going to wait till they really, really are ready to be in the market to buy. So I don't think this is a complete bad thing. However, I do think the two group of buyers that I'm most concerned about, I will say I'm not sure how this will look for VA buyers because the way their loans are structured, they cannot pay commission. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out, if the government is going to have to change up some things, if the loans are going to have to include certain things for the sellers that are not offering buyer's compensation. Those are the ones that I'm concerned about. And then the other ones that I'm concerned about are the buyers who are just going to try to do it themselves. With that being said, Florida is a sunny place for shady people. And I'm just very, very concerned with buyers who are going to go out and try to do it themselves because they feel like they can't afford to buy a they can't afford a realtor. And then they're gonna, hey, let me go to this person and try to buy this home and then cut corners thinking that's gonna save them money. And those are the people that I feel like I am the most concerned about because just in general, people are not always forthcoming when they're trying to sell a large, whether they be a car or property or whatever, they're not always forthcoming with the problems that come along with it. Their objective is to move whatever it is they're trying to sell. So sometimes they're not forthcoming. So when don't have a professional on your side to say, hey, this is what you need to do, this, that, and the third, corners could be cut. And then now you are purchasing a home that has all kinds of issues. And I'm just hoping that buyers just at least, maybe part-time or whatever the case may be. I don't know, but I just think those buyers in particular, ones that I'm going to be very, very concerned about because South Florida is definitely the fraud capital of the United States. And I just think that a lot of things they're going to be a lot more lawsuits because buyers are going to just hey, I can't afford this. With that being said, I do think it's worth exploring, hey, what can I do as far as rebates and loan and grants and loans and all this other stuff. I do think it's worth your time. And not just that, if you have a agent like me, we can explore other ways to make sure that you can afford your buyer's agent. You can't afford me because I'm definitely worth it, but I'm just really concerned about the buyers who is going to do this off to themselves because you're going to have a seller's agent who is for that seller. They are the seller's best, after the seller's best interest, and then you're out there on your own and just trying to do it yourself, which I don't recommend. And even with two agents, sometimes things really can still go awry. And then so there's just something for you guys to think about. So I don't think it's all bad news, but I am concerned about two groups of buyers. The VA buyers, of course, and I'm also concerned about the buyers who are going to try to do this themselves because they really can't afford, or they think they can afford, their agent. So I'll be praying for y'all.